Okay, welcome back. We are now equipped with 2 gems and could go into the dungeon, but we're going to play level 7 first and explore the forest. The forest introduces us to a new weapon. First, I want to point out that I can't get up there. The spinning blade. The spinning blade works very differently from the knife. We can still only have one on screen, so if we've thrown it, we can't throw another one. But it moves a lot faster, it moves in a different direction, and it just handles completely differently. This also introduces us to water. We can enter water that is flowing vertically, like so, but not water that is flowing horizontally. Those single block height gap up above us would be enough to drown in. So yeah, you've got to be careful. Here we have enemies climbing the vines. I never really understood what those were. I always thought they were some kind of bug. But they're annoying is what they are. Okay, take out Le Crocodile. And we now have the high jumping power, which will allow us to access heretofore inaccessible bits of the level. Now is a good time to save your game. Who am I to not take the computer's advice? So, with this extra jumping power, we can jump up. And in fact, the level tells us, go up. But I'm not going to do what a computer tells me to do. I'm going to go down. The platforms are watching us. Welcome to the Phoenix Nest. So the Firebirds or the Phoenixes or whatever they're meant to be. I always thought they were Phoenixes because there is a level named after them. And what we have here is a transformation point, turning us into a phoenix. Unlike the enemy phoenixes, we can shoot a fireball thing, which is quite nifty. But the spikes are still quite dangerous. Ooh, like that. Okay, so when we were in level 1 before, you may have noticed a bunch of apples that I could not reach. And here they are, showing the interconnectedness of the Jill of the Jungle world. Of course, it's not really. This is level 1 isn't actually there. This is a whole new version of it planted into this level. But it's a really cool effect, and I always really liked it. So we transform back into Jill, and we drop on down. And grab the gem. And the game froze. Hold on. Okay. And the game didn't freeze. Alright. So after that slight issue, we are back on the jungle map with 3 gems and 2 doors to put them into. Shoot down on the elevator and find the bonus. So this is the path to the bonus level. It's your reward for actually doing all of the levels in the first part of the game. You can technically skip one of either either the hut, the castle, or the forest. But you do have to do at least 2 of them. But if you do all 3, you will get access to this secret area and the level that is at the end of it. So this is the bonus level. Level 593, 48,015. Yeah, let's not think too hard about that. Jill bounds into the bonus level, which has the most obnoxious song in the game. It's also a pretty pointless level. It is really just for a bunch of points. Look, okay, hold on. Let me rephrase. This level has no, is of no assistance to your quest, which I suppose is why it's a bonus. But all it gets you is a high score. And sometimes, you know, that's enough. There are no items that give points in the game other than the apples that also give you health. Hence why this level is full of them. And we get some extra jumping power. The only point of that entire exercise is to use the key. All it does is put you in a pit, which gives you extra jumping power, which you only need to get out of the pit. But now we are rewarded with some extra jumping power. We didn't actually have to play the bonus level for that. We could have just jumped over the top of it. But let's head on back. And we find ourselves back in the top part of the map. But with some extra jumping power, meaning we can hop around. There's nothing in this little section here. But there is, just over here, for completionist's sake, 2 apples. I just thought you might like to know. So the extra jumping power is with us until the end of the game. Whenever we're on the map level, we've now got extra jumping power. But now we're in the dungeon, and specifically we've gone into Arg's dungeon. Let's grab a spinning blade and smash some bricks. So, Jill was Epic's first game to use a sound card support, a digital sound effects and digital soundtrack. And sometimes I feel like they were just going nuts with whatever they felt they could do. Hence the incredible noise just there of smashing glass as we break through bricks. Also the record scratch when you try to throw a weapon and don't have one. Okay, we get the key, and now smash more bricks! But not many. And we're back into the jungle map. Nice little relaxing level. And the first whole half of the map is now blocked off to us. You'll notice another bonus sign here, but oh no, we can't get there. So for the moment, let's take the lift and head to level 9, the Phoenix Maze. So this level's kind of interesting. It plays entirely with the idea of playing as the Phoenix. Oh, which it just said flaming birds don't like to touch water. But what they do like to do is shoot fire, and what that fire means is we can now kill the ghosts if I can line one up with a shot. So this is all about just careful and precise control, collecting keys, 4 of them I think we need, making sure you don't fall in the water, trying not to get hit by the ghosts. Oh, I so shot that. That was so not fair. Okay. So one more key to go. Which is through here. So we got 4 keys, and we could actually just finish the level, because we have to go back to the start. We could just finish it by touching the water and returning to the start of the level, but we won't do that because that's cheap and a bit silly. Because you actually keep all the keys you've collected when you die. So now just cruise through there, transform back into Jill, grab some points on the way down, and return to the jungle map with another gem. And you guessed it, we need another gem. So let's do level 10, the Knight's Puzzle, which as you enter it informs you of how the switches work, and it has to, because this is the first level where they are a major mechanic. The previous level you might have worked it out by accident, but you could play this level beforehand, and you really need to know what you're doing with these switches. So the switches toggle the knights up and down. When a knight is in its down position, like so on the left, it will kill Jill to touch. But when it's in the up position, we can race straight past it. This level is processor intensive for some reason. So once we've solved the knight's puzzle and gotten past all the knights, we now have this puzzle. So on certain versions of the game, this puzzle is rendered really frustrating by the fact that the killers won't appear or disappear until you touch them. But in this version, which is correct, they actually properly vanish and appear when you hit the switch. Time to smash some more blocks up, but we're also introduced to the appearing, disappearing blocks. Jill auditioning for a Mega Man sequel. And this is just a nice little key collecty bit. So we're sort of just testing the skills we've learned so far. The appearing, disappearing blocks basically make it so you can't screw yourself over too badly by destroying a brick you shouldn't have. I can never remember how many keys I need to collect in this section. It's either 4 or 5. I think it's 4. And we're done. Alright. So, that's the dungeon, but let's round out this part with a show off of our high jumping power and flicking this switch. If we return to the dungeon, we will now find that this barrier has gone and we can find the bonus room. So this is ultimately our reward for having discovered the earlier bonus level and what the high jump power is used for, is to earn us all those points. Well, that's the dungeon done and dusted. Join me next time when we'll be back with the end of episode 1 of Jill of the Jungle.